So today I'm out setting a hog trap on a local farm. The farmer's called me and his crops are just getting tore up. He's been seeing the hogs early morning when he's just getting out there. They're running off and he's not being able to shoot them. So he's called me out because he's just losing so much money to these invasive species, and he knows they need to be taken out, and there's only a few ways to do it: shooting them, trapping them, or using the dogs. Right now I'm tied up with so many other jobs. I'm not going to be able to come in with the dogs or wait around with the gun. So I'm coming, I'm going to set some traps, and hopefully they do their job while I'm out doing something else.
Shit. All right. Locked and loaded with that yellow gold. Trap set. Ready to catch me some bacon.
I'm gonna set up a camera on the trap and kind of with an eye on the area, just so I can see the patterns of these hogs and I can see what they're doing when they actually come into contact with my trap. I want to know if they're spooked by it. I want to know if maybe there's raccoons getting inside of it and tripping it or eating all my bait before they're able to get to it. I just like to know what's going on in my trap, and the best way to do that is to put one of my Bushnell trail cameras right on it so I can see everything.
Close that up. She's ready to roll. Let's get out of here.
Well, I set up a camera, but wouldn't you know it, I lost the dang footage. I must have lost the SD card, I don't know what. Sorry, y'all.
All right, on my way home from working iguanas on the golf course, I got a call from the landowner out here at one of the tree farms I help manage. And he said my trap is full of hogs. So we're pulling up to the trap now, and it is definitely full of hogs, it looks like. I got Allie on her way here to help me, so I have an extra set of hands, and we're gonna get these hogs tied up and in the little kennel I got in the back of the truck.
Sure enough, looks like we got 3 hogs in there, 2 smaller ones and 1 larger hog, which, hell, I'm happy about that, you know what I mean? I not only got the adult, but I got 2 smaller ones, and that's 3 hogs out of there. That's gonna be great for the farmer.
This might be a little bit tricky getting all 3 of them out, but we'll figure something out here.
Yeah, you're a mean son of a gun, ain't you? There's the boar hog. Oh, yeah. Come on. You just relax yourself. So now I gotta get these hogs out of this trap, into my box in the truck, and then get them back to the ranch. And you know, you gotta be careful with doing that. A lot of people get hurt trying to get hogs out of a trap, especially if they got big teeth, you know, big shanks, which thankfully this hog really doesn't, but a bite from one of these things can mess you up pretty dang good. So you want to be careful. I usually like to kind of hold one of them, especially when I have multiples. I like to hold them towards the back of the trap and just work them out carefully, one at a time. So these hogs, they'll scream and squeal and you know, it sounds like bloody murder, but they're not really being hurt. They're big old drama queens, and they really do that to kind of call to their other pigs, let them know something's wrong, and also even try to scare off whatever's attacking them. You know, that thing's squealing and screaming on you, it distracts you, and it kind of throws you off your game a little bit sometimes. But they're fine, we're not hurting them, you know.
That's one. We're gonna go ahead and stick her in that box and get her out the way.
And who do we got here?
Hey, what's going on?
So the landowner came up with his son, and he wanted one of the hogs for himself for meat, and I was more than happy to give him one of the hogs. You know, after all, they're the hogs off his land. We figured, hell, why not turn into a little bit of a lesson for his son. Old little man here, he's getting up in age, and he's gonna have to take over this land one day from his father, and he's gonna have to know how to manage these animals and to provide for his family. And one of the ways we do that out here is by hunting and killing our own game, our own food, and butchering it ourselves and cooking it and eating it, of course. So what a better opportunity than to show him how to do that himself. We're not always going to be here to do it for him. Nice job, Brayden.
Good job.
Nice job, man.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, it's like...
There.
All right.
So it's good to show him that there's nothing wrong with what we're doing. Show him the proper way to do it, and he'll have that much more confidence in himself. It'll be a great life lesson. As long as he was confident in it, which he was, we asked him ahead of time if he wanted to shoot this hog, to euthanize it, so his father could show him how to butcher it, and he was all about it. So we showed him how to do that, and it was a really great moment, you know. Some people may take it wrong, but that's just because they're so far out of touch with the real world and how to survive, you know what I mean? Farmers and all that have made it easy for everybody else, doing the dirty work for them, and there's nothing wrong with it, you know what I mean? And that's something I like to share with people and kind of remind people. So, you know, it was a great moment, and I'm proud to show it. You know, it's really important we control these hogs. They devastate the land, they devastate crops, landscaping, sometimes to the point where you need to bring out heavy equipment to fix it, if you even can fix it. And, you know, they're an invasive species, and they also damage the native wildlife. When their numbers get up, you know, when their numbers are really high, they're affecting the native wildlife. We've even seen them eating fawns, eating rabbits, all kinds of stuff. They scavenge and they prey upon them. And, you know, they're competing with the plants and the foods and everything else with them. And right now, you know, we don't have a lot of land, a lot of wildlands to spare, even for our native wildlife. So these invasive species make it that much harder for them to survive. And that's something I don't want to allow. All right, reset and ready. I got to get some new batteries in my trail camera because it was dead. And then we're gonna get this boar hog and this little sow, this little shoat, back to the ranch in the pen in their new home. And the landowner is taking that other black sow, and I just gave it to him to let him eat it. He wanted a meat hog, so he got it. So now we got them loaded up. I'm gonna take the hogs back to the ranch, release them into my hog pen, start fattening them up on iguana meat, python meat, all kinds of different invasive meats. I even feed them old vegetables and all kinds of stuff. They're living great. Fatten them up, get them nice and tasty, and then I'll sell them as livestock where they'll eventually be butchered. They're still gonna have a nice little life ahead of them, so, you know, nothing to mourn about, nothing to be sad about. It's a great thing. We're able to repurpose these invasive species from the land, take them off the land in an ethical way, and feed people with them. So, you know, it's great, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
Come here, Mama. She always has to come and check out the newcomers.
Yeah, go. Snake bite, go. So the release went really good, and old Snakebite knows how to welcome them into the pen. She usually likes to establish her dominance right off the bat and show them who's boss, and she definitely did.
Snakebite's like, oh, you're on your last leg?
Yeah, right.
Somebody say leg? Go.
She's nice and healthy, ain't she?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me out here.
Definitely got to be careful releasing them into the pen. You know, they're looking for a shot to get back at me. They're smart and, you know, they're very tough. So I got to be careful releasing them, kind of, you know, keep my wits about me and quickly get out of there because these hogs can quickly turn around on you and start attacking you without a moment's notice.
Well, we got our hogs taken care of, so we might as well get our coon here taken care of. This coon's been a little surprised by all the commotion he just heard. I don't think he's ever heard a boar hog. It's a city coon.
I'm gonna take them back to the ranch and release them out there. I don't want to kill these guys. You know, they're a native species that's struggling a little bit in certain areas. In this area, not so much, but there's no reason to euthanize them. I can take them out west where he'll have plenty of free land and food, where he won't get in trouble with anybody or cause any problems.
So, he's actually.
Oh, well, I guess I ain't gonna get a video.
He is out of here.
Gone. I tried to get a video releasing him, but he was gone. Damn it, man.